Welcome to The Way I See It, where your host, Gabriel Grimes, talks about politics and food. And I really like food. I am Gabriel Grimes. So let's talk about what's going on in the news today. What's up with Hunter Biden? I mean, come on. Who in their right mind keeps video evidence of himself doing crazy and possibly illegal things on his computer? Okay, maybe that's not extremely strange. There are a lot of crazy people out in this world, but who then takes that computer and then gives it to a camera repair shop so that they can look at it and review it and see its contents? What is the deal there? I mean, that goes beyond normal thought. Was he not thinking at all? And where is his handlers? I mean, come on. Now, granted, I am no big fan of Hunter Biden. I don't know him personally. I do know people who do know him personally, strangely enough. Here he is, Hunter Biden, the son of Vice President Joe Biden, doing crazy, stupid, illegal stuff, and then sending it all in a computer to a computer shop to be worked on. And then he doesn't pay the bill. And so anyway, I don't know exactly how the computer guy then took it and sent it to the FBI. Why in the world did the FBI not do anything with it? I don't know. It is just beyond craziness. Now, I am sure Joe Biden is probably having a coronary. But the problem is with Joe Biden, he probably doesn't even remember exactly why he's still angry at his son Hunter. He's like, why am I angry at Hunter? I don't remember. I know. Don't laugh. Those kind of things happen. But the point is, this is a big deal for Joe. Why in the world did this happen? Now, of course, what does Joe do? Okay, now check this out. Okay, let's just think for a moment. You are campaigning for the highest office in the land, and your son decides to get his computer fixed with crazy incriminating evidence and then drops it off at a computer store. Not sent it off by another person, not having one of his own technicians look at it. No, he goes to a mall and has it dropped off, or he drops it off, because apparently there's something where he signed it off, right? There's a receipt where he signs the computer over to the guy. My goodness, with all this incriminating evidence. So here we are. What do you do, Mr. Joe Biden?
My physical as well as my mental fitness.
And then think about this. Okay, it explodes, right? The news goes out there, everybody is listening to it and they're hearing about it. And then the media, it has an opportunity to confront Joe Biden and talk about that kind of a situation. What are you going to do? I mean, your campaign is falling apart around you. What do you do, Mr. Biden? What do you do, media? What is that special question? I mean, let's just say it's all false. Maybe the Russians somehow were able to doctor 28,000 images and video and put it onto a computer and somehow dress up like Joe Biden and somehow manufacture his own signature so good that the FBI believes that it is his signature. It's so good that the National Defense Secretary believes that it is all real and it's all the Russians' fault. So let's just say it's a false thing. It's a fake thing. How do you, Mr. and Mrs. Media person, how do you address it? How do you ask to clarify this? I mean, because even if it is fake, we want to know what is going on, right? Of course we do. Of course we do. Of course we do. So what did you ask? What did you ask, media people? Strong, powerful media people strutting around?
Mr. Biden, what flavor did you get?
We got one vanilla, one chocolate, but I wanted to get what we call black and white, so we're going to move it. In other words, we're going to split it.
I know. You probably asked him what his favorite flavor of ice cream was. That's right. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream, Mr. Vice President? Right. Yeah. Okay, you guys are a joke. You're a joke. How in the world can you miss that opportunity and talk about ice cream? Not even anything. Oh, okay. Ice cream. That's just plain stupid. I'm sorry about that, but I just have to be honest. That is stupid. To have the opportunity to ask a great question, punch question, a question that actually means something, and you take your opportunity, that great opportunity, and just blow it by asking about the flavor of ice cream. Because you couldn't get the flavor of ice cream from anything else, right? You couldn't get probably the flavor of ice cream from his publicist, from his PR person. No, you have to ask him. You take the advantage of asking him a personal question, a media question, and you ask him his favorite flavor of ice cream. You guys suck big time. That's right. Let's just say you're non-biased. Let's just say that you're just plain incompetent. You're incompetent reporters, period. Oh my goodness. All right, so now Biden has put a lid on his campaign. What does a lid mean? It means, when you have a Tupperware and you don't want the stinkiness to come out of this Tupperware while you put it in the refrigerator, while you want to use it later because you don't want anything to get in, you don't want anything to come out. That's a lid. You put a lid on the Tupperware. That's what he's doing with his campaign. He's putting a lid on his campaign, and he's putting that in the refrigerator. He's not coming out to talk about Biden, Hunter, and the computer. He's not talking about anything. You are running for the highest office of the land, and you've decided that, right, I'm not going to come out and talk to anybody. Meanwhile, President Trump, he is rocking it. He is going out to city after city. He's talking to huge crowds. Have you seen the difference between the crowds from Donald Trump and Joe Biden? Yeah, exactly. What a joke. What a joke. I'm talking about huge tens of thousands of people to, 6? I saw this video on Twitter. They're making some really cool Twitter videos with Kamala, I have to say. So there was this one about Kamala, and it's in slow motion. She's walking across the stage like this. And then she's waving like this. And the camera does the Matrix thing where it kind of goes around and pans around. You see all these other people behind her. There's like 20 people around the stage inside of an airport hangar. 20 people. Oh my goodness. Good video editing, I have to say. Fantastic editing on the video. It looks very cinematographic, but only 20 people? Okay, that's thrilling. That's exciting. That's Kamala Harris for you. My goodness. And what are we doing anyway? I talk to my friends and I say, all right, guys, we talk about Biden versus Trump, and we talk about why this one as opposed to the other one, and it all boils down to personality. I mean, because when we talk about policy, there is no comparison. A man who has been in office for 47 years and now is trying to tell us that he understands how to fix things, whereas another man who has been in office for almost 4 years, and he has actually done a ton of very important and impressive things. We've helped the country, helped the citizenship, helped the citizens, and helped the economy. You can see it. It is obvious of the difference between the two people. And you are seeing more and more people of African American descent, of Hispanic descent, of Indian descent, of all these minorities are realizing this is the president for me. That is so impressive. It is so impressive. I don't know if you're on TikTok or on Twitter or on any other social media platforms. I am seeing a huge amount, a wave of minorities switching parties from the Democrat Party to the Republican Party and they say why. It's not like they were paid on this. They're saying, look, we're better off. They're taking care of us. They are helping us become better people. Not taking care of us as in giving us a handout. It's not like getting an Obama phone. No, they're talking about actually giving that person a job, getting this person plugged into society and making them feel like they are part of a larger group and a team. That's important. That's what everybody wants. They want to be part of a team. They want to be working for something greater and something bigger. And that's what Donald Trump is doing. When it boils down to it, all the Democrats have is personality. That's all. It all boils down to, well, I don't like him because he's mean, he's uncouth, he's uncivilized, or I don't like his tweets. That's it. Really? You are going to vote for someone for the greatest office of the land, the highest office of the land, because the other guy doesn't tickle your fancy? He offends you because his tweets are harsh, or he is harsh talking about other people? I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. You're going to have to overcome that, guys, because that's just wrong. You know what? It has to be about policy. It has to be about policy, guys, not the personality. We don't vote for the person. This is not a personality contest. This is not a beauty queen contest. This is the President of the United States contest. And now At least on April 26th, we have it confirmed that Amy Coney Barrett is going to be voted on by the Senate to be accepted as the next Supreme Court Justice. That's right, the 26th of October. Finally, and not a day too soon. Did you see what Justice Roberts did? My mind is blown. What in the world was he thinking? He sided with the state of Pennsylvania to allow mail-in ballots to be counted after the election. That makes no sense. Okay, guys, that is the epitome of moving the goalposts. The election day is the 3rd of November. I believe that technically it's called the first Tuesday of the month of November, right? That's it. Period. Done. Over. That is the day. It's not, well, if you possibly have a hungover toenail, then it can be the day after. Not, well, if your grandmother died the day before that and you really, really wanted to go on the 3rd, but you couldn't make it, so maybe the 4th is okay. No, it doesn't say that. It says the first Tuesday of November. It's very clear. Very clear. Well, what about the mail-in ballots and if it couldn't come in? And I'm sorry. Those are the policies and procedures that have to be done prior to the event, prior to the voting day. In other words, it's kind of like tax season, right? Tax season is one day. That is the tax day. If you come in the day after, you're in violation of the tax, of submitting your taxes on time. You don't get 3, 4, 5. You know what? I'm just gonna wait a couple of weeks because I don't know if it's gonna arrive there on time. No, it has to be date stamped by a certain date. Otherwise, it's not accepted. Same thing with voting. Come on, it's not hard. It's not rocket science. And yet, Justice Roberts decided that he was going to side with the state of Pennsylvania. That is ridiculous. That does not equal a judge that follows the law. It's a judge that follows what people want. That's not a judge. A judge, ladies and gentlemen, is not someone who's in a personality contest either. A judge is a person who is a hard-hitting kind of a person who says it like it means it, says it like it's written, and that's it. An impartial judge sees neither color nor side. He sees the law. That's what a judge is. That's what a judge is. And yet, Justice Roberts sided with Pennsylvania because Pennsylvania asked him to. I don't know what happened. I don't know how or why he changed his mind. And I don't even know if he's changed his mind. I don't know why he said what he said. It is completely asinine to me to think that a judge would even say that. A judge who is supposed to support the Constitution. Anyway, I digress. Let's talk about governors. Governor Abbott. A study was conducted by the Laffer Associates and the American Legislative Exchange Council, ALEC. Let's just call it ALEC. I think that's a good idea. Well, ALEC. And they measured every governor of the United States and they ranked them overall based on tax policies, state spending levels, the handling of COVID-19 funds, the union regulations, as well as health and welfare spending. And Governor Abbott, that's the governor of Texas, for those people who are not living currently in Texas, Governor Abbott was selected as número uno. Así es, número uno. El gobernador Abbott tomó primer lugar. He took the first place. So, Cuomo from New York ranked 39, and Gina Raimondo from Rhode Island ranked very last, number 50. How embarrassing. You have been rated last of 50 governors in the United States. Gina, shame on you. I mean, you are the smallest state in the union. You should have been able to do something better. I mean, it's not like you have the largest state of the union. I know the largest is Alaska, but hey, I live in Texas. I'm a Texan. So in my mind, Texas is always larger. Okay, anyway. I'll stop being too funny, but it is really interesting to see, and I will have a link to this study in the description so you can look at it on your own. But today is Taco Tuesday. So what kind of tacos do you like? Now, I am particular to corn tortillas because they have a corn flavor and they have a different texture than the flour. Flour is a soft texture, but when you're having certain types of meat, which also are soft, or you don't want hard meat, but they're soft meat, that the corn just really gives it a balancing flavor to the meat. So corn tortillas are the best for me. And then, of course, the interior of the taco is guisado de res. That is my favorite, guisado de res with papas. Now, guisado is Spanish for stew. So it's a beef stew taco with papas, which is potatoes. It tastes so delicious. And if you have rajitas de chile, rajas are strips of chile that are just sauteed. Oh my goodness. And then you put those in the burrito, the taco, and my mouth is watering right now. Those are the best tacos, in my opinion. What are your favorite tacos? I want to know. What are your favorite tacos? Tell me. Tell me. This is not you and me. Tell me, what is your favorite tacos? Write that in the description. Right there in the comments, tell me what your favorite tacos are. Tell me where you like to get your tacos. And let me tell you, if you live in Houston, at least the northern part of Houston, here are my 2 picks for the best tacos around. Okay, you ready? So, number 1 is Tita's Tacos. Now, Tita's Tacos is found at 320 Wilson Road in Humble, Texas. 320 Wilson Road in Humble, Texas. They're right across the street from KCBI radio station. They are fantastic. It is a refurbished house. It's so fun. You drive up and it's a house and cars are parked all around it. It's crazy. You walk in and you walk around in a circle around the refrigerator where you get your soda. And then you just walk, it's kind of cafeteria line. You walk along the line of all the taco, this cafeteria style counter, and then you tell them what kind of tacos you want, and they start putting them together right there in front of you, and then you just take it and they write a number down on a piece of paper. You take it, you sit down, and when you're finished with your tacos, you come back and you can pay for your tacos, or as I have heard some people do, they go back and get more tacos. Well, that would be me. I go back and have more tacos. Because it is fantastic. They have great tacos. They have guisado. They have puerco. They have chorizo. They have all the different types of, and they have all the different types of meats, chicken and beef and pork. Those are the main proteins that they have. Fantastic. They have nopalitos as well. They're just, it's like a family ordeal. You just go in there, you enjoy. Okay, number two. That would be La Cocina de Roberto. La Cocina de Roberto. And it is at 3126 Sawdust here in the Woodlands. Fantastic. Great restaurant. It's unassuming. You're going to drive by the place and you're going to think, I missed it. No, you didn't miss it. Just look very carefully. It's in one of those extended shopping centers away from the gasoline station. The gasoline station's on the corner, then it's the shopping center. That's where you go. It's La Cocina de Roberto. And go ahead and enjoy any of the tacos. They have all the different types of tacos you want. You just tell them how many you want, and they put that on the plate, and you will be amazed. Of course, they have other things besides tacos, but tacos is something that we are celebrating today because today is El Taco Tuesday of today. So enjoy tacos at home, and if you are here in the Houston area, in the northern part of Houston, please go to those 2 restaurants, one of those 2 restaurants, and enjoy a taco and say, hey, Gabriel told me to come in. No, you will not get a discount, but maybe they'll remember you saying, Gabriel. When I come in, they'll say, are you the Gabriel that thousands and thousands of people talk about? And I will say, yes, I am Gabriel. I am that man. Anyway, thanks for calling. Thanks for dropping in and talking about Taco Tuesday and talking about politics. It is my pleasure always to come and talk about these kind of things. And I don't know, this is a new format for me. I have a ton on my plate, but I really like to talk about politics. And my kids and my family do not necessarily want to hear about politics all the time from me. So I am going out, reaching out to you, family. You be my new family online, and I'll talk to you about politics and tacos or food. Thank you very much for tuning in. And remember, my name is Gabriel Grimes, and this is the way I see it. See ya.